Welcome back to another episode of Pipe Surgery. Now, before we get to our question of the week, I just want to give us a bit of a plug for Pipe Surgery Live. Yes, Simon and I will be going live on Wednesday, October the 11th to take your real-time calls and questions about dilemmas that you're having within the marketing, sales, and customer success arena. Think of it a bit like a talk radio show. We are literally going to give you our best advice in real time. So go onto LinkedIn and register for the actual event, Wednesday, the 11th of October. Different time zones are all listed on the invite. Now, so this week's question, this comes from Deborah. Yep, that's her name. Deborah, who is running email marketing campaigns for a company in the UK. She says that she's been running them for a while, and to be honest, the results haven't actually been that good. What do we think about email marketing, and is this a dead channel? So I'll give it a bit of a stab first of all, just from experience. We've been working with a number of clients over the last few years, and email is very much alive and kicking. But I think if we take the, email is dead, long live email slogan, to rethink how you're doing email. So there's different channels here. There's email that I would call is, big brand email. It's informational. Again, it's BBC level. It's news, announcements, keeping people up to date. You're not bombarding people with that stuff. The cadence of it is light and informative. But then there's the email channel that is all about obviously driving new business, awareness, and actually lead generation. And that's demand generation as well as lead generation. So from an email perspective, we've been running campaigns for clients where they're personalized, they're smaller in cohort. So we're only grabbing 50, 100 people from a data set and saying, these people match a particular persona, and these are the things I need to say to them because their pain is this, and this is how we exactly help you. And so we saw great results from that. It was actually a company in the construction sector, and we were messaging and emailing people who were typically estimators, project managers who required their service because of their product that they had. And so the message was direct, short, and really spoke to the specific needs of that particular persona. So I think email is very much alive. It works excellently. In some respects, the floor has actually been cleared a little bit because people think, oh no, it's not working anymore. I've got to try something new. So jazz it up, go with email as another channel. Simon, what do you think?
No, I completely agree. Sorry to just nod along, but that's exactly what I was going to say, to be honest. And just to add a couple of things, it's very much about hooking people's attention. So the subject line is absolutely critical. You want to do something maybe a bit controversial, something that's going to not make them scroll past and look at the next email. And those first few words as well, like don't say, how was the Christmas holidays? How was your summer vacation? Because that's what they're going to see in the preview in their Gmail, their email tool. So make sure it's something that grabs their attention in the first few words. And what works best is talking about them and not about your product. So start with them and not you. So something that's going to hook them from the outset. And as you say, personalizations, they're still working well. And the way people are digesting information, if you're selling a product to finance people, then lead with data. If you're selling it to marketing professionals, then a bit more of an emotional sale, maybe use video, et cetera, et cetera. But if you're personalizing it and doing it, as you say, in small batches, and even like geographically, are you going to send the same email to Japan as you are to the Middle East, as you are to Russia if you're selling internationally? So be very cognizant of regional differences as well.
I hope we don't get any sanctions enforcement there for mentioning Russia. But the only thing I would add is also, if you're running email cadences, one of the things that I've seen working really well is after you've sent the first email, the second and third emails, make them super short as if you're sending like a text or a WhatsApp message. Yeah. Simon, did you get this? What do you think about this? Does it make sense to jump on a call? Does it, whatever it is, like literally a line, one line, Robert. It makes the person think, maybe they did really email me directly and personally, rather than this continued longer marketing blurb that's coming out in the cadence. I would say add that as well. Yeah. That wraps up another episode of Pipe Surgery.